Access denied. Access denied.
Oh no, I think someone has hacked my computer. And hello, who's this beautiful girl on my screen? And I'm not able to remove her from the screen. Come on, I need to start the webinar. Someone please help me.
Oh relax, Jaden, I am just having a little fun. This is AI Face app. Even though it looks like fun, there are a lot of technology behind this app. This is an image manipulation app that allows its users to alter and transform their images using different filters. The app works on image recognition technology, that is key for facial recognition systems, and utilizes deep learning for recognizing the key features, like eyelids, cheekbones, jawline, nose bridge etc. of the human face to create those transformations.
By the time most of today's students enter workforce, AI would be well established. That's why artificial intelligence need to be part of basic technology literacy as part of school's curriculum. So we are here to discuss a few points how to implement AI curriculum in our school and how to inspire students to develop future-ready skills.
And before I get into the Q&A session, I want to show you a small video clip. We have two guests from a different planet. Let's see what they are doing today.
We are going to visit the clock tower in the city. No, I clown. Clock towers are tall buildings with turret clocks on all four sides. And a big bell that goes ding-dong every hour. I clown. The time is almost 4 p.m. If we reach the tower in 5 minutes, we can see the big bell going ding-dong. Only 1 minute to go. Hey, be careful. You are not used to Earth's gravity.
Yes, so we have a couple of very interesting questions. So first of all, if this is a time to start AI in schools, what could be the entry class for training students in AI, and how could we do it? Is AI going to take up job of the teachers, or it's going to help the teachers? May I request Suman ma'am or Sukanya ma'am to attend this question?
Jatin, can I go? Yeah, so what can be the entry level? Yes, like as I quoted, Dr. Donna said that she wouldn't mind taking it even from the KG. So it depends on how the school chalks out the curriculum for the students. We cannot start off directly with coding or analytical skills at the primary level, but we can have a curriculum plan in such a way that they are made to observe, analyze a few things, help them in their thinking skills and thought processes. And as we move on, maybe from the middle school, we can introduce a bit of coding, problem solving techniques. They can be taught how to chalk out a flow for the algorithm. And again, moving forward, maybe at the senior school level, they could be exposed to more of the thought processes involving AI, and we could introduce them to try to find solutions to simple situations around them. So it's just a staggered approach which the school should take. And the second part that you asked about job, I hope not that AI is going to replace the teachers, but I think it's something that might have come across our minds. It's not only in the teaching profession, in any other profession. I think even in the 70s and 80s, when the computer revolution happened, many of us would have thought of it, in the same way. So yeah, so I would just say that there would be a few shuffling and shifting that could happen. People will have to hone new skills, will have to be aboard with the change which is happening around them. They'll have to acquire some new skills and upgrade themselves. But frankly, I'm only hoping for a utopic situation where AI and teachers can work together in our school.
Okay, I have one more question.
I would like to add to that. Like Mr. Kanya rightly said, that we definitely have to upskill ourselves. Yeah. And I think AI is going to be an assistant to the teacher. They are going to assist the teachers, and they will help analyze and assess the students, and that will help the teachers to perform better and improve the students, I suppose. And definitely jobs are not going to go away. AI cannot replace us. We teachers cannot be replaced, for sure. I think Sukanya agrees to that.
Definitely. So we go, yeah.
I have one more interesting question. How AI can help students with special needs?
See, special needs students, again, that individualized training and those learners' response and their tests and all can be analyzed, and basing on that, they can be helped better. Like especially the special needs students. And like I and also Sukanya shared in our presentation that this is where it is going to be very helpful in inclusive education. Special needs students can actually be helped, just like the way we search engines help us to they show us the advertisements and the things we are looking for depending upon our searches. So similarly, basing on the learners test and the learner's answers, it will help the learner, and the teacher will be able to maybe form a better content for the student and a tailor-made content. I mean, especially that can help that special child.
I would like to add a point here, like see how the automation helped us 5-6 decades back in bringing in large scale thing. That was the revolution which automation brought. Now with AI, what I see can happen is where we have human deficit because of training and availability, AI can pitch in. So just to take an example of the sign language which Ms. Aparna demonstrated. So special needs children, we can individually analyze what is the need and where is the need for the child, and it would be not very easy or possible for us to individually train teachers for every child. We know the deficits we have as the human strength, human resource we have. So those deficits we can use AI to fill in the gap so that we reach out to the individualized needs of the children. We have smartphones which are already available based on vibration and other mode for the people who are hearingly challenged, right? So much more can happen, and this is where I see AI can fill in the gap for us.
I have one more question for Aparna. How many languages are available in our software? a lot of audience wants to know whether it can identify all the Indian languages or foreign languages. So can you please highlight on those points?
Yeah, sure. Around 50 languages which can be used to translate, and also Indian languages too. It is available.
Can human face be detected using machine learning?
Yes, it can be. Human face can be detected using machine language. We can do that.
Okay, I think we are running out of time. So thank you everyone for joining this session. And I'm looking forward to see you all for tomorrow's session. Tomorrow we have a special guest from Oxford University. So, and tomorrow's session is at 6:30 p.m. So the link, 6 p.m. The link will be emailed to you. Please join. And I have put the survey link. It will help us to improve ourselves. Thank you so much.
Thanks everyone. Thank you so
We are
much.
signing off. Stay happy, stay healthy, and keep learning. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.